What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a different video here today. I'm going to be talking about mainly the first MU Ox mod. For those of you who don't know, the first MU is my Halo unit that I started a couple years back, and it has grown to be the largest and most active Halo unit in all of Arma 3. And I'm super fortunate to have all the amazing people in that community. They're extremely hardworking people, and those who go above and beyond to create a whole new gaming experience here in Arma 3. And that's where the first MU mod team comes in. First MU mod team is revolutionizing the way Halo gameplay is in Arma 3 with adding all these coveted assets. It's really a huge game changer, and because of their additions, it's really created this duality in gameplay where you're fighting the insurrectionists, which are at best your near peers in standard Arma 3, ballistics gameplay. But because of the hard work of the first MU team and also the origination with the Optrade team with First Contact, you have that duality in the sense that now when you're fighting the Covenant, it is a whole nother ball game. Large contribution to that is for sure the first MU mod team with all the new assets they're adding in and how quickly they're adding in these assets and the quality of these assets. It's amazing to see these guys work. I talk to them almost every single day, and yeah, it's truly inspiring to see how these guys do all this for free, and they take a huge satisfaction in seeing their artwork come to life in operations and seeing the feedback that comes from the community both inside the first MU and outside. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be using this community made map New Mombasa as a backdrop to showcase all of the first MU assets here. You can already see some in the distance. You have the assault carrier, you have the cruisers, two cruisers, you see a little Corvette. Is this a Corvette or just a smaller cruiser there? Different skinned frigates. These are going to be Optrade assets that are just reskinned. But this map here is old or New Mombasa. You actually have the Halo 2 mission down here, and also basically the entire campaign of Halo 3 ODST here, along with other set pieces along the way. So if you guys want me to dive deeper into this here, let me know in the comments if you want me to dive deeper on this map and see more operations. And yeah, let's get started. So I really wasn't kidding when I said they recreated Halo 2 maps. This is gonna be there's gonna be a few changes here and there. How can it not be? This is Arma 3, not Halo 2. But my goodness, is this recreation of this Halo 2 mission. I think it's the second mission in the campaign when you first land on Earth. It is so close to perfect. So I just added a Pelican here, but I from this immediately you know what map we're going to be showcasing here. We got some first MU armor here. Again, reskins of Optrade. You got the Optrade Halo 2 Spartan armor. And just to showcase this, because I know you guys don't see a lot of Spartans in the operation, but just look at the height difference. It's very, very different. And if I remember later in the video, I can show you the height difference between the Spartan and the Elite, because the Elite is actually even bigger. So yeah, we got some first MU armor here, Halo 2, Master Chief. And now we're going in. We got some JM structures here, but that's not the important part. What we're going to be doing here is also showcasing a brand new species in Optrade. It's the freaking Jackals. The first MU Oxmod team and the Optrade team came together to put this together and make this a reality for everyone. And yeah, they are finally out. You guys, they have beautiful shields. It's still, keep in mind, all this, what you're going to see is still a work in progress. We'll get to the Phantom in a bit. But yeah, we got the new Optrade, the Jackals and Optrade here. The Jackals shields still don't work. And in my opinion, they're a little bit too weak. That we need to buff them up a bit. I'm sure we could fix that in the Ox mod. But I know the shields are, they are going to be fixing them soon. The hand animations aren't fully there. But honestly, who cares? This is my whole mentality when it comes to Covenant assets is you make Covenant assets so you can fight against them, not so you can beat them. You're going to be too busy trying to stay alive to notice the hand animations are kind of off. So who cares? You got the Optrade Elite. You guys have seen this one many, many times. We got the first asset here. We got carbine doors here. You actually have some that are empty, and if I do change this, I can go over to weapons crate empty open, and this is what it looks like when it is open here. We're coming over. Just look at the scenery. It's like 1-to-1, man. It is so good. You got the Major. This is actually another asset here from the first MU. You got the Needler. When you're firing it, and usually I would pair this with gameplay of like firing stuff, but there's videos about that if you want to go see this in action. I know I've used it many times. The video that comes to mind is when we were in a Corvette. We were ship crewmen. I picked up a needler and started blasting some elites. When you're firing, the needles actually go away, just like, you know, rounds in a magazine, and when you reload, they all pop back up, and the sounds are beautiful. So awesome asset here. One of the first things to come out when the first MU mod team started really going heavy in the Covenant. Had to add in the turret here for the hunters. Also, maybe hunters in first MU Oxlot soon. Hint, hint. I don't know, but you didn't hear it from me. You got you know, this is all up trade old school stuff here. And what I wanted to show you is actually the first MU Phantom. So you have this is another asset that came in pretty early. It is a monster. Just to put some size comparison to the Spirit's still pretty big, but the size comparison is this is a huge Phantom. And if we pair it up with a Pelican, it doesn't even compare. So beautiful stuff. I know on the ground it's always absolutely terrifying to see the Phantom, especially with these 3 guns that will rip you to shreds, and it is extremely durable. You can go in, see the interior here. Definitely want to recreate that Halo 2 scene, the first mission of the Arbiter. Put in the elites. We just need to get the grunts, and yeah, TBD in the first MU mod too. You can recreate that scene with the special Covenant Special Forces grunts and elites and all that stuff. But yeah, beautiful Phantom. Absolutely love it. Terrifying sight to see. And so now we're going to be going through, we're still going to be going through this mission here, using it as just a setting to showcase all the assets, as I said before. Had to put in the Pelican just like how it was in the campaign. Moving through, and those of you who have played, I mean, who hasn't played Halo 2 Legendary? You cross this area here and you're gonna get sniped, and I'll show you guys. You can see them in the background right there. So wanted to showcase another weapons crate. You got the first MU needlers here. Awesome crate. You can actually open these up. I know this one, when they're closed like this, you can actually go up to them, open the doors. The doors will open up like a seagull's wing, and you'll be able to see the weapons inside, and you'll be able to grab them. So we got, again, the shield Jackals here. Another major, 2 elites. Got another one. You got the carbine one here. You also have another setting or another set piece plasma tank that was recently added to the Ox mod here. Little things like this really create a far better environment, a more immersive environment for sure. We're gonna start off with the marksman, the sharpshooter. We got the Jackal. So the head is clipping through the rifle, but I mean, how are you supposed to fix it? You know, I mean, I'm sure you can fix that, but again, who cares? We got another species. This is awesome. And so now we got the Jackal sniper. And so you can actually really recreate that Halo 2 sense. Just blast these guys up to 100% skill, and that's going to be probably the closest you can get to Halo 2 snipers. And this is a beast of a weapon too. Alright, moving on. I know we don't cross through this way. We turn here. And so we're coming through. Turn to the right. And this is where you see a turret. I just replaced it with an anti-infantry turret here. This has been in the Optrade's First Contact for a while. You got the Zanzibar Hotel Zanzibar. Really cool how they added that in. It's very immersive. You go in the back. You got doors in the back. And this is where you also meet the Marines. You come on in. And this is the part where they show you, like, oh, you have a flashlight. You can hide in this corner, turn off your flashlight, and you'll see the team of miners cross by you, and I think and a few elites cross by you. We're coming on in. See the New Mabasa out in the distance. A few ships here and there. We'll get to those in a bit. But now you guys get to see another, real good shot of the cast, the smaller cruiser there, the light cruiser. And then this is actually a new version of the Phantom. I don't know exactly if this is it's weaker, like in durability wise, it takes less shots to down, but the right off the bat, the difference is that it only has 1 gun here, because with the 3-gun Phantom, with its durability, it can suppress an entire platoon easy. And that's really the vibe we're going with the Covenant. We want them to be just an overwhelming force every single time. And this is one of the biggest updates that we had to the first MU Ox model, which was the Ghosts. And right off the bat, we had 6 variants of the Ghost. And I will be showing all of them as we move through this mission. We got the beautiful standard Ghost here. All right, they got the rotational thing. I don't know if this is a weak spot. I don't know if you shoot this like in Halo 2 and it just blows up. But you got a beautiful details there. You got the light underneath it. In Eden, the light does follow the Ghost. It's just in Eden it doesn't. So if I just place it there, that's what it looks like. Beautiful, simple screen here. Controls. Well, to get into the nitty gritty of this, it's actually 2 people who are driving it. There's a crew of 2. You don't see the driver, and it's set up to where when the vehicle does blow up, the driver immediately dies. And I might as well use this as an example. Yeah, Optre added in the AA Wraith, which is really freaking cool. You also have the heavy Ghost here. Definitely looks like a banished. I mean, a lot of banished vehicles look like just up armored Covenant vehicles. And we fill it with the Major for this one. Really cool stuff. I will also say while I'm here, well, I'll get to that later. And so, yeah, heavy Ghost here. It takes a lot more damage than the standard Ghost. And the weapons on the Ghost are insane. Like, they will really... They're Warthogs. They're basically Warthogs. And hopefully we get the Spectre later, whoever makes that. But definitely... definitely good at suppressing. Had to create the little scene from the cinematic. You got the team of ODSTs and you got the Jackal sharpshooter up here. I should have put a sniper, but whatever. And so, yep, here you go. Now we're coming over here to show you 3 more variants of the Ghosts. We got Chief with his 2 Marines here. And so the first one we're going to show is the Needler Ghost, and it's exactly what it is. It shoots out needles. They cause wicked damage on people. Very rapid fire, especially compared to the other Ghosts. Yeah, this is for sure anti-infantry. They will rip squads to shreds. Basically the same thing. Well, yeah, really is the same thing. It just has those little needles on the top. Straight to the point. Real nice. You got the Fuel Rod Ghost. And this is very scary. Of course, it's a lot slower firing. You got the fuel rod containers on top. And yeah, they just shoot out the top. It has a decent arc. Very good at basically a very large grenade launcher. Yeah, cool stuff. We have this looks like a standard Ghost, but if you see in the back, this is the original creation of the first MU, where it's an anti-air Ghost, where they use needle rockets. So what this Ghost will do is it will track enemy aircraft, and it will fire a needle, and the needle will actually disappear from here. It'll fire a large needle projectile, and it will have a purple stream to it and everything, and it will go straight to the whatever it's shooting at, and it's pretty damn effective. So now you can have columns of Ghosts, little hunting parties of Ghosts, and they can actually provide their own anti-air defense. Very, very cool. All right, so moving on in the mission here, wanted to showcase some other cover from the first MU. This is Optre, but had to put it in because it was in the game. You have the deployable shields, and these are actually able to be destroyed. They do have a garrison in the back, so if I'm Zeus and I wanted to garrison this with 3 elites, 1 would go behind each shield. Very, very cool. Also want to showcase another Covenant weapons crate here with the plasma rifle. Cool stuff. And then again, the deployable tower that's been in Optre 4 First Contact for a while. Now we're coming over here. Y'all know what's going on. Just, more Warthog stuff. I love, you can literally recreate the entire mission here. I absolutely love it. Now, this is the point where you have a building here. You had a rocket launcher, sniper, all that stuff. And this is where, right before you enter the highway, the drop pods come in. But these are obviously not the Halo 2 drop pods. First MU decided to do larger drop pods, so we're not spamming a vehicle for every single elite. So we did the Reach one. And as you can see here, there's 4. I placed 4 because we have 4 different types. The drop pod itself is the same. The difference is with the occupants, and I will show you them in a bit. So this is what it looks like. I know maybe I can add in a clip in the video of them deploying. But these doors do open up, and there is a shield inside to prevent people from shooting inside the at the occupants. And so there's actually a Zeus module where you just place it down. It will come from the sky, right? And then it will drop, land, doors open up, and the elites will dismount. And so it's very, very handy in dropping a Covenant right on top of your very, very scared Marines. And so beautiful, beautiful stuff here. Like I said, work in progress. I will be linking the mod, and so I know in single player and all that stuff it does work flawlessly. However, in multiplayer there are hiccups in it, and I'm sure they will be ironed out very, very soon. So the occupants, what I wanted to showcase here are what's in each type of pod. So this is going to be the standard pod here, basic. You got the team of elites led by the major. All right, then you have the heavy, and so you have the ultra led by, or ultra leading a team of 4 miners, and these 4 miners all have Optre's fuel rod cannon, and these things are basically the spanker rocket, but for Covenant. It's good, great stuff. We have the Rangers, which is going to be led by an ultra. You got a major, and then you have your Rangers here with 2 snipers. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a carbine. Yep. So this is just your longer range guys here. And then we have the Zealot, the very, very dangerous Zealots that are led by a field marshal here. And where is the field marshal? Is he here? Oh no, he's right in front. So yeah, you have the field marshal leading the team of Zealots here, just like in the cinematic in Reach, in the Mission Winter Contingency. And so what I wanted to touch on that I mentioned earlier, but I was going to say I'll talk about it later, is another thing that the first MU Ox mod does behind the scenes. So what happens here is in the base elites, they all have 1 shield setting, okay? However, what we did in the first MU is create a system to where each elite class were able to customize all the shield values to a certain number here. So what we then created, let's go ahead and put in the elite or the zealot here. So then what we created is now miners are going to be the weakest. All their health is basically the same, however, to an extent, but their shields, the miner has by far the weakest shield. And so maybe a Marine can go toe-to-toe with a miner. It's going to take, a mag at the very least, unless you go non-stop on the face and you're hitting every single shot. But as you go higher in the tiers, they get exponentially harder, to the point where there is no shot where a single Marine is going to be able to 1v1, let alone 1v2 an Ultra. If that Ultra and, AI, Arma 3 AI is doing what it's supposed to be doing, this Ultra is most likely going to demolish this Marine. And a team of Zealots is going to mess up an entire squad at the very least if you don't deal with them quickly. And the Field Marshal, I don't even know how strong this is. I haven't fought this. I know the last time we fought, and I know there's a video of this. I was actually the Spartan in this example. But when I fought an honor guard, and we never fight honor guards, because in the first MU we are very strict on what classes of elites you can use, because we want every class to be as scary as possible for as long as possible. So you'll never see an honor guard on the field or in a conventional fight, only by holy sides. So very important situations. And the honor guard took a squad and a half to kill, and if it wasn't for the 2 Spartans that were there to soak up most of the damage in the aggro, this honor guard would have killed even more Marines than it already did. So the Zealots, all these classes, you actually get that sense of scaling in combat, to where you have a squad of miners, all right, you engage them, but then if you have a team of Zealots, leadership is really going to have to figure out how to solve this problem. Same thing with the Ultras. It's a completely different engagement, and it's just those small details that change the game completely. Drop pods, awesome. Talked about the Covenant shields, how they were altered in the Ox mod. Now we're moving into the highway. At this point, you still have your Warthog. You're moving in, and now immediately we are showing the brand new vehicle, the Shadow. So we have 2 variants here of the Shadow. We have the Troop Carrier. The Covenant finally got their party bus. And the elites on all these positions can actually fire their rifles. So on top of the plasma cannon that's up here, which is, rapid fire gun, I actually don't even have enough experience, even though I just Zeused an operation. Those who watch my Twitch would have seen it already. So make sure to go check out my Twitch link. The link is in the description, so you can see all of the operations and all this content first live. I actually don't really know how this fires. I just know it's powerful and it shoots fast. So yeah, that's cool. And yeah, all the elites are able to fire. I know, again, it's still a work in progress, but my god, it is looking so good. And the other variant that we have is the regular shadow. And so with the regular shadow, we will get in working order putting or attaching the ghost underneath, just like how we have with the phantom that's able to pick up wraiths and ghosts, or two ghosts. We'll be doing the same thing with the shadow as it was seen in game. And so same thing here. It doesn't have the undercarriage. It's for vehicles, but basically the same thing. Very cool. Yeah, I just put another one here so we can get that convoy. I mean, it looks so good. Shadows, you only got to see it in the E3 or the E3 2003 Halo 2 demo. And then you fought them once while they were moving in Halo 2, and mostly they were just static vehicles. But now you actually get to experience it here in Arma 3, specifically in the first MU, and this is some great stuff. Great gameplay so far. Going down the highway, and again, just shout out to the community. This is a build from people throughout the Halo Arma 3 community coming together to make this beautiful map. So I wanted to do another convoy here, showcase a HVT. They're escorting an HVT, so you can see these ghosts. We'll get to those in a bit. The HVT is a reskin of the Zealot. We just made him gold. All these assets, all this is still Optrade First Contact, just with a new paint scheme. And so yeah, cool stuff there. And we have the final two variants of the Ghost, the two strongest variants. So we're gonna start off, we're gonna skip that Covey Corvette there, the Corvette as in the car. So we got the Ultra Ghost here. Powerful guns. I think it shoot red. Yeah, it shoots out red plasma. It's a very high fire rate. And with the Ultra already being insanely strong, the Ghost, it does represent that as well. A beautiful white paint scheme. Amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a white Ghost, but my goodness, does it look good. Looks so good. So we got another one over here, and the most recent and by far the most terrifying Ghost is the Zealot Ghost, with the same guns as the Ultra Ghost, even more powerful than the Ultra Ghost with the up armored, but it also comes with a freaking fuel rod cannon on the side. I remember I posted this as a picture in one of the Optrade discords here, and someone mentioned that this looks like the Nickelodeon gun and it shoots slime. I have never been able to unsee that, and I'm sure you guys will not either. But a great little fuel rod attachment there. I love what the community comes up with original vehicles here. It's awesome, just awesome. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. I've fought it once, and it took a Spartan laser to kill. Speaking of the Spartan laser, that is the last thing I will be showing you all as in showcasing this Halo 2 map here. So we're coming over here, and we got a couple scarabs made by Gek Vengeful. Had to showcase it, but I'm sure this Marine with the Spartan laser here will be able to solve that issue. So we got the Spartan laser. As you can see, it's not deployed. When you whip it out, it does get deployed, and it shoots 4 rounds. It's able to one-shot basically every vehicle, as it should, and you cannot reload it. I tried to get this guy to have it in his hands, but I can't, so oh well. I know there will be some footage of me firing it. Probably over when me talking right now, you'll see it in action. But yeah, beautiful Spartan laser here, and also the bubble shield. We got a bubble shield here. Really cool stuff. We have the new addition here. This is going to be the Optrade frigate. Very cool. We just did some reskins to it to first MUify it. You got the logo here, and then you got Wings of Pegasus. Pegasus referencing our pilot detachment. And then we have Vulcan's Forge, which is, do they have their flags? Because I know each one of our detachments have individual flags. But okay, it doesn't look like it. So you got Vulcan's Forge referencing our mechanized group, the ones crewing the Scorpions, IVs, all that stuff. Then you have Shield of Centurion, which are our glorious Marine boys. And then we have Neptune's Wrath. I don't know what that's referencing in the unit, honestly. But yeah, Neptune's Wrath. And then we got Maiden of Texas, because you got to rep Texas. You got Fist of Praetor. I'm sure this is referencing our Praetorians, or Praetorian platoon or company, which is our ODST company. Their call sign is Praetorian. So I'm like 50% sure about the reference to our ODSTs, but I am 100% sure this is in fact a reference to our ODSTs, because it is the communist state of California here. So definitely shouting out our commie ODST boys here. And so yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. All right, now we'll be switching over to the ships here. We got, I don't want to get the name wrong, so let's get out of this. So we got the CCS battle cruiser. Okay, you got one in blue. All right, and one in purple. I know very soon here, and I've seen the model. They're gonna be updating this very soon. The model is insanely detailed, and yeah, can't wait to see it. And yeah, it's gonna look even better. So CRS, the little baby cruiser, very cool. And then we have the glorious CAS. Freaking absolutely love this thing. I know I've used this once in an operation. Well, not twice, but the first operation I used it in. Amazing freaking video. I'm sure I'll card it somewhere up on the top. But yeah, this is just a beautiful ship. Textured by Ginger, I know that. And yeah, very cool. Look at just, oh, man, I love it. I love it. I think they're gonna have an updated version of this. You got this little city on top. I loved how oh, there's a little gap here, but that's not always the case. Is put together, but they're just in separate parts, separate pieces here. So this one's just one whole piece, it looks like, but I guess they need to fix this. But yeah, and I'm sure I haven't really been mentioning it, but to end the Covenant side of things, whenever I looked up, I'm sure you guys saw something blocking the sun. And that is the brand new CSO super carrier from as seen in Reach. But if you look up, it gets really glitchy because Arma's not meant to have objects this size. But if I go down, you can see the monstrosity that is this CSO. I don't know how big this is, but bro, it is stupid. So if I come up, I have to be, and I have my view distance at 1200. Oh, it's white. I didn't even realize it was white. That's so cool. Look how stupid big this is. Oh my God, you can't even fit it all together, man. Oh, wow. So yeah, Arma 3 is not the best in having this. Look, just to put it to scale. Okay, check this out. I'm actually taking all this in for the first time too. Bro, it doesn't even, like, what is happening? Okay, you have this, okay? Let's get a tank. All right, so if I get the Scorpion up, oh my God, I already saw it. Look how small this is. Look how fucking small this is, dude. What is happening? Okay, hold on, we gotta get a guy. We need a Marine. The Scorpion in Chief. Okay, pretty big assets. You think they're on a surface of a planet, but in fact, they're on a freaking ship. I love it, dude. This is the biggest object in Arma 3. I think this has to be the biggest object in Arma 3. If I just lower it, you can just have it over the city, and you could literally just block out the sun. Of an entire map, you could just block it out. I think that's one of the scariest freaking things you can see above you. Like, you don't see the sky. There is no outside anymore. It's insane. Okay, enough of that. We're moving on. There's still cool, really cool stuff. As I said at the beginning, First MU is changing the freaking game. They are revolutionizing Arma 3 Halo gameplay here. And they're doing so by adding the Forerunner as well. We're going to start off with the assets here. We got the light bridges, okay? So this also could be Covenant and Forerunner. But they do work. They're literally bridges. Very cool stuff. We're going to be moving over to the Sentinels. You guys have seen these in action a little bit here and there in the videos. But these are drones. So we have the regular Sentinel. Shoots out the beam, buzz. Then you have the AT, which shoots out red lasers, and you know, AT, right? And then you have the Major, which is a mix of both. Very cool. And I think these two are the same health, but the Major is stronger. Then we have the cutie little McTootie Defender Sentinel. So basically, we just weaponized the ambient Forerunner drones that would be flying around in Halo 2 and Halo 3. Were they in Halo 1? No, they weren't in Halo 1. We just weaponized them. Now they do a little buzz on people. Very cool. You can have swarms and you know, buzz people to death. We have, as you guys have seen before, the Super Sentinel. Very cool. Let's get this guy for scale here. Very big boy. Extremely powerful. Has multiple weapons on him. And yeah, very hard to take down. As you can see, he's very massive. And the brand new addition to the Forerunner is the Enforcer Sentinel with the shields. And I know this is still a work in progress. They got the model in. I'm pretty sure it flies. No, I'm pretty sure it flies. What they're going to be doing is actually have working shields, and I've seen it. I've seen it in you know, private videos before when they're showcasing us on the Discord. That when you're firing at the shields here, they actually turn red, and then they disappear, and then you're actually able to engage the armor. Of course, you can just engage the little slit here, and you will be damaging the hull. We can just get a good look around it. I don't exactly know what weapons are on it, how effective it is, how strong it is. I have not seen it in action just yet. And this is actually the first time I'm actually getting a good look at it. So this is really cool. So yeah, very terrifying. Very terrifying. But it's great how the shields are actually going to be working here. And so, yeah, that's basically it. That's everything that I have to show for the mod. Again, shout out to all of the OpTrade community for putting together this map using and this gives me the opportunity to use it as a backdrop for the mod showcase. First MU Oxmod team, guys are doing a fantastic job. You guys are, again, I can't say this enough, revolutionizing the entire game here with what you're doing. And if you are interested in downloading the first MU Oxmod, I will have the link in the description. It does require dependencies, but we will be putting out another version of this mod under a different name. With most of the a decent amount of the assets, even though the Oxmod is very public, but more public in the sense that the only dependencies it needs are ACBA and OpTrade and OpTrade First Contact. And so that will allow more units to use it and be more flexible with the mod because you know, it doesn't have the dependencies. So yeah, shout out to the Oxmod team. You guys are doing amazing work. There's still a lot more to come. They are working extremely hard every single day. So shout out to First Contact guys coming together with the First MU Oxmod team, putting the Jackals out, and yeah, all that good stuff, and making all this to begin with a possibility. This is huge. This is really big. Guys, let me know in the comments again if you want more showcases like this, if you want me to run through this map in more detail, and if you want me to do more operations on this map. I know there's really cool set pieces here. I know you guys recognize this. I've used this composition before. You got a decent port here, and I haven't even touched on this map, and I'll do a top-down view. So just let me know if you want me to go through all of this. This is a really freaking cool map. And yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. So yeah, just let me know. That's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. We'll have more videos to come, and make sure to check me out on Twitch. I stream almost every single day. And yeah, and if you're interested in joining this unit and being a part of these awesome operations and the amazing community that is the First MU, then information is in the description. Till next time, and hope you enjoyed.